Ahoy there mates, it's Steve the Pirate here and welcome to another Forza Motorsport 7 FORZATHON. Now I just have to point out that I'm using my wife's profile for this one. I did it on my profile, did the whole FORZATHON, unlocked all the cars, all the achievements, and my Zagato failed to record it all. Don't get me started, it's going to be one of them days today, I know it is. So we've got Coming to Town, and this one is running from the 18th of December right through to the 5th of January. Now, apart from this one, the other ones are actually running from the 18th of December right through to the 12th of January. So you've got quite a bit of time to get these done, but believe me, you can get it done in about an hour and a half. Easy. I did. So, during this FORZATHON, you can win yourself the 2012 Aston-Martin V12 Zagato, the Freezer Burn driver gear, the 2015 Jaguar XKR SGT, and the 2012 Ferrari F12 Berlinetta. You can't go wrong, these achievements are really easy to do, and to bag these achievements you need to do 3 challenges for each. Now first we're going to do Coming to Town. Challenge 1, complete 3 laps in Prague. Head on over to the single player tab and then choose free play. Press RB to go over to setup, then choose race setup, then choose Prague as your environment. Now press X and you'll be given a list of the tracks and choose the shortest one. It's 1.82 mile. And it is Prague short. Laps, you've got to do 3 laps, so you might as well just set it to 3. Driver tars, set that to 0. Now, I know everything I'm telling you now works. I did it on my profile, got all the achievements. You can go and check out my profile if you want. You will see that I've got all the achievements. Everything I'm going to tell you now works. Game type, you best always pick circuit race. And then you have to go back and mess around with the driver tars again. Track scenario, day, car division, any. It really doesn't matter what car that you choose. Now the other thing that you need to check is your car restrictions. Just make sure it's all set to any. Advanced rules, car class, any. Drive type, any. Then you're just not messing around picking something that you don't want. So that's 3 laps at Prague. Fingers crossed it registers. It did for mine, so it should for wifey's. So let's go and have a look at the FORZATHON. It should have registered. Yes, it has. Complete 3 laps in Prague. Right, so the next challenge is Challenge 2. Complete 3 laps in Rio de Janeiro. Head on over to the single play tab and choose free play. And as before, all you need to do is RB to setup, select race setup, and then choose Rio de Janeiro. Then press X to pick the shortest track. We don't want to be going around for absolutely ages. 0.68. There we go. The mini circuit. We need to do 3 laps. Sport touring, I'll just change that to any. And then go and race. Simple. And that's it, that is 3 laps at Rio de Janeiro. Fingers crossed, it works. So, let's go and check the FORZATHON tab to see if it's registered, and it has. Now we need to complete a race on the Dubai City Circuit. Easy. And then over to the single tab, select free play. Press RB to move to setup, choose race setup, and then choose Dubai. Then what you need to choose is the city circuit. That one right there, 2.39 mile. Change the laps to 1, you only need to do 1 lap. And everything else, choose whatever you want. I'm going to set it to any, I don't fancy driving Fast and Furious cars. Once you've picked everything you need to pick, just go to race. Just start the race. It's that easy. Right, so this is 1 lap of the Dubai City Circuit. Fingers crossed it registers. There we go, that is the achievement bagged. Sweet. So let's go and have a look, make sure that everything's registered. Now you see, a lot of people get upset that it's not registered there. It registers at the end of a race. So if you've not got it then and it doesn't clock then, it will clock the next time you do something else. So don't worry about it, it works. You don't need to reset, you don't need to do anything. All you need to do is go and do another race and you will get yourself that 2012 Aston Martin V12 Zagato. You saw that I got the achievement. So next we have heavy duty steering. Challenge 1, complete a race with braking line only. So, single player tab, select free play, And all we need to do is we need to go into RB to go to setup, then select race setup, and then choose a small track, and the smallest track being Rio de Janeiro, and we can pick that nice simple mini circuit, 0.68 mile. Beautiful. Just set the laps to 1 and then pick whatever car you want. It really doesn't matter. Advanced rules, none of that really matters. Don't forget to accept it because you don't want to have to start it and then do it all over again. Now for this, it's your assists. Braking line only. You need to go into your assists and you need to change suggested line to braking line only, which I love. I race with braking line only most of the time anyway. I only turn it off when I'm doing streams because I just think the braking line makes the stream look crap. Right, go back to race info and go to your race. So this will be your race with braking line only. And that is it. That is 1 lap, braking line only, and that should register. Fingers crossed. Now, as I was saying previously, with the reward card for the Aston-Martin, what should happen now is it should pop now.
You won that FORZATHON challenge.
There we go.
And the race organizers made good on the promise of an exclusive reward. Check out what just got delivered.
See, it's not a glitch. There's no reason to turn off your Xbox. You will get it after the next event. It's just how the reward system works. That's all. I don't know if it's something that Turn 10 intend on fixing. I don't know. But this is how it's always happened with every FORZATHON for me. So don't worry. Just carry on with the FORZATHONs as normal. Get those achievements to pop. And those rewards will eventually add to your collection. So don't worry about it. Oh, it's registered. Look, complete a race with braking line only. It has registered. It doesn't have to be a clean lap. Sweet. Challenge 2. Complete a lap on Spa at night. So single player. Select free play. Setup. Race setup. And then we need to select Circuit de Spa. Then I'm going to go 1 lap. I can't remember how many laps it was. Oh, you muppet. If you forget, you can always go back to setup and select FORZATHON. It'll bring them up again. It's complete a lap on Spa at night. There we go. I couldn't remember. Bad memory, bad memory. So, we need Circuit de Spa. There we go. And we're going to have 1 lap. Circuit race. And then where it says track scenario, change it to night. That's it. Race info. Go to race. Job's done. So that's 1 lap at the Spa at night. Done. So let's go and see if it's registered. Now there are ways of doing some of these achievements together and doing like 2 achievements at once, but I like to do them 1 at a time just to make sure that they actually work. I don't want to waste my time trying to do 2 and they don't work. I'd rather try and do 1 at a time. It just simplifies the achievements for me. And also you can see the achievements working. So, back to the FORZATHON section. Let's have a look. And yes, it registered. Complete a lap on Spa at night. Done. Challenge 3. Complete a race in a Forza Group Rally Division car in the rain. Easy. Let's go and do this. So, single player, free play. So, for this one, we need to do it in rain. So, we need to have a track that has rain. And the way of finding this is by having a look in the top right hand corner. You will see where it says Suzuka Japan tracks 5, and then there's a sun symbol and a rain symbol. So you need to pick a track that has the rain symbol. So we will go for, let's go UK track really, isn't it? Brands Hatch, UK track. Let's pick something different because I know there's a UK achievement in a bit. So you can have rain at Homestead. So we might as well do 1 lap at Homestead. Select rain and then we need the Forza Rally. There we go. Forza Group Rally. A to accept. Don't forget to accept. Car restrictions. Yeah, we know the cars have changed. I'm going to have to rent one. And I'm going to rent my favourite. Look at that. It is the Ford Focus RS RX. Gotta be done. I'm hoping this registers. This is 1 lap in the Forza Group Rally in the rain. Please. There we go. That's the achievement done. That is completed all challenge to receive the Freezer Burn driver suit. Freezer burn. Done. And don't forget, you wait until the next event and then you will get the reward then. Don't worry if you don't get it straight away. It's not a glitch, it's just how the program is. Because look, if I go into FORZATHON, it won't register that I've done complete a race in a Forza Group Rally Division car. I have done it, you've seen the achievement pop, and after the next event, it will happen. So, on to the next achievement, meet and greet. Challenge 1, change your driver gear. How easy is that? But, as I found out on my attempt, when I did it on my profile, you have to complete a race in a different driver gear. You can't just go and change your driver gear, it doesn't work. You have to go and do a race. So let's go and do it. So we need to go to driver gear in the home section. That one's kind of swish, I think she'd appreciate that one. Yep, let's get her in that one. So we've changed the driver gear, now we need to go and complete a race. Now this should work. We've changed the outfit, we've gone and completed a race, it should register. Right then, FORZATHON, it should have registered. There we go, it registered. Change your driver gear. Simple. Now this one, where it says complete a drag race, just to let you know, I tried doing this in single player, I tried to do it in free play, it does not work. Complete a drag race has to be done in multiplayer. For me anyway, you might discover that they fixed it later on and it works in free play, but for me it works only in multiplayer. So, complete the drag race. Head on over to multiplayer at the home screen. Now that we've got past that ridiculous intro, which we didn't really need, we're going to go over to what a drag in multiplayer and join a session. That's it. Now when you join these sessions, there are 3 drag races that you will get involved with. And you just need to complete all 3. Fifth. Now, I've not tried in single player if it registers that you do 3 drag races. So it might be the same as when you do multiplayer. Let me know in the comments below if you found this to be the case, because then it might be a FORZATHON where you don't have to play online. So let's see if that drag race worked. And it did! Complete a drag race, done. Challenge 3, complete 5 laps on the test track airfield. Easy. So what you need to do for this is go over to single player, select free play, and then RB to setup, race setup, and then choose the test track. There we go, the test track airfield. Oh, no. And then race setup, set the laps to 5, game type circuit race, Sport GT. Yeah, we'll stick with Sport GT, that's the fastest car Treasure's got. And that's it really. Accept, job's done. And that's it, that's 5 laps at the test track. Woo! Well, that's the longest part, I think, me. Now just fingers crossed that it's registered. There we go! FORZATHON meet and greet, done. Completed all challenges to win the 2015 Jaguar XKR. Sweet! So let's go and have a look at the FORZATHON again, and we'll see that coming to town and heavy duty steering are done. And meet and greet is done. So far we have won the 2012 Aston-Martin V12 Zagato, we have won the Freezer Burn driver gear, and the 2015 Jaguar XKR SGT. Job's done. Now on with the last achievement, Forza World Tour Part 1. Challenge 1, complete 3 laps on Brands Hatch in a British car. Well, this is easy. This is easy. So, head on over to single player, go to free play, and we need to select Brands Hatch. So, RB to go to setup, race setup, and then choose Brands Hatch from the circuits. Gone a bit too quick there. Choose a shorter circuit if you want. The Indy circuit is 1.21 miles, so that should count. It did when I did it. I'm doing this one. I did when I used my profile. Change the laps to 1 circuit race, and where it says Sport GT, set it to any. Track scenario, I don't want to be in the rain, so just choose accept. Now, once you've set all the settings with the Brands Hatch and everything, you can actually go over to car restrictions and scroll all the way down till it says country. And then in country, just pick United Kingdom. There you go, it's that easy. Just pick United Kingdom. Then in select car, if you don't have one, you can go and rent one, but we just won the Zagato, so why won't we use that? So just pick the Aston-Martin Zagato. Done. Zagato. 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 However you want to pronounce it. I don't care! That is Brands Hatch in a British car. Complete 3 laps. Why didn't you remind me that it was 3 laps? I only did 1. So we need to go back and do another 2 laps. Right. And there we go. That's the other 2 laps. Done. We did it. Complete 3 laps on Brands Hatch in a British car. Here we go. Go at least 120 mph at Homestead, Miami, Miami, however you want to say it. I don't care! In a 1957 Chevy Bel Air. So we need the 1957 Chevy Bel Air, which I believe is 70,000 credits. We're getting closer, we're getting closer, we're getting closer, we're getting closer. There it is. And the thumbnail looks like that for whatever reason, I don't know. Look at the state of that. It is definitely not that car, it is that car. You need the 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air, and it is 71,000, sorry, not 70. I was only 1 off. 71,000 credits. Buy it. So then head on over to tuning and upgrades, and where it says tunes, we go to get tunes. Now there's mine, look at that. Steve the Pirates pops up straight away. Its popularity is 1 star. Has it been downloaded? Nobody's used it yet. Right, if you want one that's definitely going to work, you want that one. Download and install. It's going to cost you a pretty penny there. I can't remember how much. That car is now fully tuned. We'll be able to get 120 mph in next to no time. So we need to head on over to the Homestead circuit. Homestead, Miami. So setup, race setup, RB to setup, then race setup. I have to show my control pad so you know that I'm not using a steering wheel, because I keep getting asked, are you using a wheel? No, I'm not. I am not using a wheel. I am using a pad. Homestead, Speedway circuit, easy. I'm going to set it to 1 lap because you'll get 120 mph like that in this car. Dead easy. I've tuned it to perfection. Car class, car division any. Oh, come on, race setup. We need to go to car restrictions, and hopefully it's not still at, it's United Kingdom. We need to change that to all, to any. And then race info, go to race. So much fun. Right, so back to the FORZATHON section. Let's have a look. Yes, it has registered. I had to do it twice, but it eventually registered. And lastly, challenge 3. Complete a race on Suzuka in the 92 Honda NSX-R. So, let's go and buy it. Now, the 1992 Honda NSX-R, if you don't own it, is going for 215,000 credit in the auto show. It's a lot of credits to be spending on one challenge in FORZATHON. So, head on over to the single player tab, select free play, and we need to go and do a race on Suzuka. So, RB for setup, race setup, and select the Suzuka track. There we go. And I'm going to pick a short track. I think we're going to go for the East Circuit. That's the shortest one. Laps, change it to 1. Driver tars, I don't want any getting in my way, so we'll change that back to 0. And we are done. Let's go and race. This should be it. This should be the last challenge done and all achievements bagged. This should be it. This should be 1 lap on Suzuka in the NSX-R. Fingers crossed. And that's it. That is the last achievement bagged. FORZATHON, Forza World Tour 1. Done. Wow. And that's it. That is all the FORZATHON challenges completed. If you've got enough credits, it should only take you about an hour and a half to complete. It's taken me, no word of a lie, 6.5 due to Elgato failing on my own profile and then having to use this one. And then having to save credits to buy the NSX-R. Cheers, turn 10. But that's it. The FORZATHON's really easy. You get your hands on a Zagato, Freezer Burn driver gear, the XKR SGT, and the F12 Berlinetta. So it's not bad. It's not bad for an hour and a half of your time. You get quite a bit of stuff. Not only that, but you get the credits from racing anyway, and you probably level up about 2 or 3 times. I hope you enjoyed this FORZATHON guide. If you did, then flog that like button like a pirate. And to stay up to date with more FORZATHON videos like this in the future, hit that notification bell down below. I'm Steve the Pirate. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.